Hey everybody, this is Rich and you're with South Florida Beekeeping with Rich. And I have a confession to make. I have a Pinterest account. Hopefully it's no great surprise that it's set to beekeeping so that as pictures pertaining to beekeeping pop up in feeds and such, I see them in my feed. I just checked. I've got well over 8,500 saved pins in my account. Which is out there spreading around for everybody else. I love my account because the feed comes from all over the world. You know, it isn't just beekeeping in English. It's beekeeping in any language. I get lots of German, lots of French, lots of East European, Japanese, Chinese. It's from everywhere. And there's all kinds of stuff going on out there, and it's a lot of fun to try to kind of keep up with all that. But the other day, something popped up, and it was like I felt like I'd stepped on a rake and got whacked in the head. It's like, well, why didn't I think of that before? But most of these came from Germany. So apparently in Germany, they find it a big hassle to tip their honey buckets up to work with them. Now I understand that because I wish this had popped up in my feed a day or two before I had to do my last honey harvest, because this is a great idea. I found 3 pictures of 3 people's purpose-made racks that are for no other reason than just tip up your honey bucket. And so it's an extra piece of equipment to store. I mean, some of them are quite fancy and stained and beautiful and such. But the moment I saw them, I went, oh, wait a minute, I've already got that. Because if you're familiar with my Easy Solar wax melter, the part of this that I invented, air quotes, at least as far as I know I invented, I haven't seen it anywhere else, is the fact that I have a piece of plywood that is the same footprint as the bottom of the box and hinged in the front so that it always remains stable. And you can tip your solar extractor to whatever angle you want to get your sun in. Well, guess what? That's all these different bucket holders were too. All I did was cut 2 small pieces of wood, screw them on the front here, tip these out of the way. I just took off my glass top and put this on just because. So now when you're getting to the end of your bucket and you're draining the stuff out, instead of hassling with this thing and tipping it and kind of holding one hand here, and I need the third hand to get this off, boom, there it is. If you want it from the side, boom, there it is. You want it a little higher, no problem. Because remember, at that point, you don't have a bucket that's full to here. All of this is about when this bucket gets down to this level, and you need to tip it up and up and up to keep that drain going there in the front. So instead of needing an extra piece of equipment to take up space, if you made one of my solar extractors using this technique, which is the best idea I ever came up with, you now have another use for your solar wax extractor. Before you use a solar wax extractor, you get it down a little bit earlier. You do your harvest from it, and then you can go ahead and melt your wax in it. Now, I always had my little pieces here that hold my glass in place flexible so that I could turn them down, and everything had the same footprint as anything else. Now, I'm not going to leave these here like that. I'm going to unscrew them and just throw them in there, because they can stay in there forever. They can just sit underneath the paint pan that's there. They can just sit back there in the back. I don't have to go looking for them or anything else. That's it. Not all videos are long, but what a simple idea that's going to make my life so much easier going forward now that somebody else thought about it and I saw the idea. So that's it. This is a really simple little video, just a couple of minutes, but you know what? I bet you a whole lot of people are going to be thanking me for this idea. I think so anyway. My wife's over there shaking her head. All right, we're done. Wrap it up. Like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Have a great weekend, everybody.